On this episode, we're going to talk about cigarettes, hookahs, and black and milds in the cigar lounge. Welcome back to another episode of Cigar Wealth. I am host TK. Thank you for tuning in, author of Cigar Wealth, the book. Today's topic: cigarettes, hookahs, black and milds in the cigar lounge. So the question came to me in my inbox on my website, cigarwealth.com. TK, what do you think about cigarettes, hookah, or black and mild in the cigar lounge? And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a heavy conversation. I'm going to try to answer it to the best of my ability, to your liking, but I would love your thoughts. I would love to hear your experiences. So let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, let us understand that every single lounge has its own identity. Let's understand that every single lounge also has its own rules, laws, and the way they do things. That is the lounge right. That is the owner's right to do what they want to do. Now, when the owner loses control of what they do and the consumers control what the owners do, now you have a big problem. So cigarettes, I have been in lounges all across the United States, in some parts of the world, where they will light a cigarette right there in front of you. Black, white, Spanish, other, it didn't matter what ethnic. A cigarette was a cigarette. It wasn't a color thing. It wasn't an ethnic thing. It was a cigarette thing. Some lounge owners that I know frown upon having cigarettes in lounges. Some lounge owners don't care if you light up a cigarette in the lounge. It's just their preference. That's just the way that lounge does things. I know some lounge owners who have an option for hookah. Why? That's their preference. Or why? Hookahs may generate a certain clientele. Hookahs may generate a similar clientele to cigar smokers. Then you have some cigar lounges that say, no, we don't want cigarettes, hookahs, whatsoever in our cigar lounge. Once again, their preference, their lounge, their rules, that's it. Now, if you have an experience with lounges that have black and milds, I have been in plenty of lounges and the lounge owner did not care whether someone smoked a black and mild cigarette or hookah in the lounge. Whereas I have been to lounges where all three of them are completely banned. No cigarettes, no hookah, no black and milds. I have been to cigar lounges where no cigarettes, no black and mild, no hookahs were welcome or hookahs were sold in the lounge itself. So there's different ways to look at this. Now, if you're talking about the quality, obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, that neither one of those components is the same quality as a premium cigar. That's just common sense. However, when it comes to preference, the fact that a lounge owner is saying, I want to have a hookah presence here, that lounge owner has said to themselves, I have a large clientele that request hookah. So guess what? They make good money with hookah sales. Possibly even 3 times the profit of a cigar when it comes to hookah sales. So if that's the case, it's a money situation. It's called a business situation. So that was a business decision. Now, you may not agree with that business decision. And what do we do when we don't agree with that business decision? You have options. You can address it, or you can walk away. If you address it and it still doesn't change anything, it's not going to change. So your only other option is to walk away. Or you want to take the old adage, hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans. That's totally up to you. That is your choice. But if you have an issue with the situation where you are enjoying a premium brand cigar and the individual right next to you is, case in point, smoking a black mild or smoking a cigarette or smoking a cigarette or a hookah, either one, black mild, cigarettes, or hookah, if you don't like either one of those aromas right next to you, It's up to you to either address it or walk away from that lounge or walk away from that individual that's smoking a hookah, cigar, hookah, cigarette, or what is it? Black and mild. And God forbid anything else outside of a black and mild. Now, I have been in venues outside of the traditional cigar lounge where I had my cigar. And I had plenty of people cover their nose, plenty of people blow the smoke away. Oh, we don't like that smoke. And I'm like, this is a premium cigar. You guys don't know what you're missing on. To them, it doesn't matter. That's their preference. They don't enjoy cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, black and mild smoke, hookah smoke. That's just people. But cigar lounges, I have been in all of the aspects. Cigarette, hookah, black and mild, cigars, all across the board. Even the infused cigar. There are some cigar smokers who do not believe in the infused aspect of cigars. It's preference. I'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts is, hey, it depends on the preference. Me personally, I like to enjoy premium cigar aroma. That's just me. Premium cigar aroma. That's just me. I've been in lounges where all of them are going on at the same time. Hey, it is what it is. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your experiences on this sensitive subject matter. Should they be kicked out? Should it be banned? Should it be allowed? These are all questions that only a lounge owner can make that decision on. So let's see where this goes. I'd love to hear your feedback, lounge owners that do not have a problem with cigarette smoke, hookah smoke, or black and mild smoke. And for the lounge owners that do have an issue with it, you have made a complete ban on cigarette, hookah, or black and mild, or you only allow hookah in your lounge. I would love to hear your thoughts on that as well, and the consumers as well. Got a question about business or cigars? Visit my website, cigarwealth.com, and hit the Ask TK tab, where you can also purchase the book, Cigar Wealth. Great question, great topic today. Thank you so very much for your question. And until next time, enjoy the day.